Hi, boys and girls. For writing today, instead of yesterday in your writing, rather, you were asked to collect all your pieces of material that you needed for the story that you've been working on. That included three worksheets that we've been working. One was the introduction page, where you had four or five different ways that you could have written your introduction to your story, and you chose one. So you should have one introduction word, uh, sentence, excuse me, boys and girls. You should have the bit by bit organizer, which is really the meat or the most of your information of your story, which included your transition words in there, like first, then, next, as well as details for each section. So there should be two or three sentences for each of one of those boxes that we've discussed. And you should have your conclusion at this point as well, which we had done very similar to our introduction or hook or lead sentences. Our next step after we have our story written down, our rough draft, will be to edit. And when we edit our pieces, we're looking for complete sentences. We want to make sure that we have a proper use of capital letters. In other words, when I start a new sentence as a capital letter, if I'm using words such as I, when you're talking about yourself, it should be capitalized. It should not be lowercase. If you're writing any proper nouns, like the name of places or people, things of that nature, they should be capitalized. We are going to be looking for a proper punctuation, making sure there's a period at the end of our sentence or a question or exclamation, depending on the type of sentence it is. We should also have what's not in this instruction right here is dialogue. That will now, we will not be practicing that today, but we know that we have quotations for our dialogue. And we're looking to make sure that our spelling is we're doing to the best of our ability. So we're going to do some practice writing today. And if you look at edit and rewrite the sentence here, I'm going to ask you to rewrite this sentence. So if I look at where is Erica's dog going? All right, so first you want to see, is everything capitalized? And I notice right away, well, I'm starting a sentence, so that should be capitalized. Okay, where I'm going to continue to write is, Erica. That sounds like a name. Okay, that's a proper noun, and I know proper nouns get capitalized. So I'll put Erica. Oh, and Erica's. Okay, so that little um, that little mark we have to put down right there to make sure that it is possessive. We're talking about Erica's dog. Okay, dog. Where is Erica's dog going? How should I end this? Period. Let's see. That doesn't look right. Because where is? That's not right. Exclamation? Hmm. That sounds like a question. We're starting with a question word of where. So I'm going to put the question mark there. So now you can see that my sentence is done correctly. It's spelt correctly. I put in the proper punctuation, capitalization, and everything else that I needed. And that's what I'm going to be asking you to do today for these other three sentences and these other four. So you'll have seven in total. I would like you to try to go back and edit, because starting on Thursday, you will be doing that same exact work on your writing piece, your own writing piece after it, because it should be completely written at this point. We'll be going back and editing it to make sure it's written perfectly. So when we get ready to publish, all we have to do is copy it down on our nice piece of paper so it is all set. Okay, boys and girls, if you have any questions, shoot me a message, of course, and make sure you pay attention to all the editing that we were just discussing.